Well, it's been just over a week since Canada celebrated 11th gold medal at the Women's World Hockey Championships, beating their rivals from the States in overtime from Calgary, their first world title since 2012, meaning the first title for Burlington's Renata Fast, who we are pumped to have on the show this morning. It's early for us. Renata, you're in Calgary, so it's very early for you. So thanks for being here. Do you got the hardware with you?
I do, yes.
Let's
Thanks for having me on.
Let's see it.
Here's the hardware.
Nice. How does that feel? This is your first gold, right?
This is my first gold. It was a long time coming, but it feels so good to finally got that, especially with this group of girls that we have.
Well, it might be even that much more special because like the World Championships last year were canceled. Earlier this year they were postponed. Does it mean that much more? Obviously beating the States in overtime too?
For sure, yeah. With the World Championships pretty much being canceled twice, and women's hockey really didn't get a lot of exposure over the last 2 years. We didn't have many games, so to finally have that World Championships and then to bring home gold was so huge for us, and just really proud of our team and our group for pulling together. And in overtime, it was such an exciting game.
Well, listen, we're pretty proud of you because you had a really good tournament. Were you happy with your tournament? A couple goals and played well on the defensive end?
Yeah, I was super happy with the tournament that I had, and I was happy that I could contribute as well. And on a defensive end, the group really shut down the other team. So all over, it was a great tournament.
Where are we at with so the Women's World Championship just wrapped up. What's next for you? What are you doing right now in leading up to the Olympics?
Yeah, this is a huge year for us. I'm actually located in Calgary full time, and we're training as a team, and we're preparing for those Beijing 2022 Olympics. So it's full training right now. We have 29 of us out here, and we're working towards making that team, which will be selected in December. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting year.
So it's full on. Like, your focus now, even if the Worlds are over, it's right into the Olympics coming up in February.
Yeah. It's not typical to have a World Championship in August. Normally they're in April, but because of COVID and all the delays, it's switching gears really quick here and leading up to that Olympics.
So then the camaraderie with the ladies, because you're practicing each and every day together, does it mean that much more when you're able to achieve your goal?
Yeah, for sure. When we're normally with the national team, we're not together for long periods of time. It's normally short-term competition. So in a year like this, where we get to spend the entire year together and to train, we can really build that camaraderie as a group, and it feels kind of like a second family for all of us. So when we do get those opportunities to compete, and when we do, when we are successful and we win gold, it means even more just because we know how much we've gone through together as a group. So yeah.
So I'm assuming because you are so tight, your concerns for Blair Turnbull are there because you guys had a great celebration celebrating the gold. But can you take us through how Blair's doing and this scene after she won? And I know she hurt herself. Didn't she break her leg?
She did, yeah. Pretty crazy to think what happened, but I think she was the first one into the pile, and she jumped on our goalie, and her leg got caught underneath, and she broke her foot. But it was great to see her come back out on the ice. I know she didn't want to on that stretcher, but to have her standing on the blue line with us, she means so much to this team, and she had an amazing tournament. So we're just happy she could come out on that line and celebrate with us. But not ideal to have an injury like that, that's for sure.
Well, now that the video to prove it, but will she be ready to go for the Olympics?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she'll be back, and she'll be ready to go.
Listen, we're so proud of you. We're proud of Sarah Nurse, also from Hamilton, for bringing home the gold once again, and we wish you the best of luck in your training, and we can't wait to see you back in the Olympics in Beijing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Renata.